Hi, I'm Chase Barnett with Lexington Prosecutor News Online, and today we made a trip to the Franklin County Courthouse to see the sentencing of Alastair Couch in the murder of Tama Graves. The sentencing began with Alastair Couch explaining to the judge why he felt he had a right to a new trial due to the fact that he claimed corruption between his defense attorneys and the Franklin County justice system.
And I wasn't in her truck the morning of July 31st, 2010. Allison Thompson proved in her testimony that the male's DNA that was present in Thomas' truck excluded Alastair Couch. The prosecution failed to prove whose DNA it is. Does that matter at all? It should. As an honorable, fair, impartial trial judge and co-worker of Tama Graves, you should demand whose DNA was present in order to know who the male was and the murderer in this case. These are all adequate reasons I requested a new trial and a new attorney. Justice has not been served in my conviction.
You know the facts as well as anyone and what happened here and the egregious act that Mr. Couch committed by killing Tama Graves. Her family is present. We have the most respect for Max Conley and Mark Bubenzer. I think that they're very professional people. You've now heard this bizarre account of events. We would ask you to take all of that into consideration, and we would ask you to follow the jury's recommendation to sentence him to 50 years on murder and to sentence him to 10 years on tampering with physical evidence and to run them consecutively as the jury recommended for 60 years.
You have been found guilty of murder, violation of 507-020, and I sentence you in accordance with the jury recommendations to 50 years. Also regarding the tampering with physical evidence, the violation of KRS 524-100, I sentence you to 5 years. However, it is enhanced to 10 years pursuant to the persistent felony offender statute, second degree, violation of KRS 532-080. Thank you.
After Couch was sentenced to 60 years in prison, he had the opportunity to talk with the prosecutors.
I'll go ahead and order that also.
Today we are here with Shauna Kitzer and Kimberly Baird to talk about the Frankfurt murder trial, where they served as the special prosecutors in this case. Now, Shauna, tell us the background on what happened during the trial and the outcome.
Tama Graves was the victim. She was a victim's advocate here in Franklin County, and she was murdered last July. She went out that morning, never came back. Her family was very worried about her. 2 days later, they found her in a parking lot in her truck, and her body was badly decomposed. Through the investigation, the evidence pointed to one person, and that was Alastair Couch. And so Alastair Couch was charged with the murder. There was several witnesses that saw him before or after, and that put him in the area. We had cell phone records to verify that. We have witnesses that had seen him dispose of some shell casings and a murder weapon. Ballistically, that evidence came back and pointed that that was the murder weapon. And so this was a circumstantial case, but we put it together and presented that whole case to the jury, and they found him guilty, gave him 60 years total.
So, Kimberly, how do you feel about the sentencing that you heard today?
We're very pleased that the judge decided to follow the recommendation of the jury. Shauna and I and Ray worked very, very hard on this case. Met the family. We always meet them under the most horrible of circumstances. I think they also believe that justice was served, and so they provide some closure for them so that they can go on and heal and raise the two children that Tama left behind.
Justice has been served. Thank you.